Oh. Hi. Okay. Before we get into everything that I want to do for the actual video, I want to first talk about something that's been on my mind for a while, and I think everyone else's as well.
Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
And that is this.
2023, Nobel Prize winners, top AI scientists, and even the CEOs of leading AI companies signed a statement which said, mitigating the risk of extinction from AI should be a global priority.
Eliminate a lot of current jobs, that's true. We can make much better ones.
You know, I've always thought of AI as the most profound technology humanity is working on.
For decades, Hollywood has imagined what might happen if AI went rogue.
A new report from the Wall Street Journal is highlighting the possible risks of artificial intelligence to vulnerable users in particular.
Y'all get the point. AI. Yeah, AI has been taking over a little bit, and at this point, I don't know how to function without it as well. Because every time I open my phone to search up some dumb question, the first thing that pops up now is AI on Google. Even Google has now incorporated the AI, even on my phone, on everything as well. And now it's even able to make videos. Just for like a recap, if you're not aware of like the AI videos, if you're a middle-aged mom, you've probably seen a YouTube video like this on YouTube Shorts. Now, if you're my age, you've probably seen a video of AI in the form of this.
Whole outfit costs more than your rent.
Honey, that looks like it came from the bargain bin.
And you look like you came from a museum, but I don't see a ticket stub.
So now that we understand the capabilities of AI, I want to put it to the test in the form of art. I do not want it to be making AI art because
some of y'all about to be real mad at me, but it must be said.
I see the other AI artists out there and they are not AI artists.
Don't ever fix your lips to say that, bro.
So for my plan is I want to go on ChatGPT and ask them to write a detailed description of a person. And whatever description they give me, I am going to try to paint or draw whatever that description is. And then at the end of it, I'm gonna ask ChatGPT, show me an image of this person. And I wanna compare myself to the AI and see how close we could be. Now, you're not supposed to compare yourself to others, but guess what? It's not a person, so I could do what I want. Period! Honestly, thinking about it, I feel like I could come somewhat close. I feel like maybe a little bit, but in the end, AI is still gonna look a little funky, so I'm not too sure how that's gonna turn out. But you know what? Let's just see what happens. All right, first things first, let's change into an actual art outfit because I do not want to be messing up my nice gloves. So I'll be back in a second. There we go. And then for the actual canvas that I'm going to be using this one. And shout out to my coworker for buying me, well, not buying me, he didn't buy anything. But anyway, shout out to him for giving me one of his canvases. Alright, so what I want to do first is I want to actually water the back of the canvas. I know it's not a plant, but when you water it, it causes it to the opposite of stretch. It tightens. It causes it to tighten. So when you do this, it'll be less of an effect. So I'm just going to water it down and then we'll be able to put gesso and fix it from there. Just like... Alright. The first thing that I'm afraid for is for the gesso. I bought this a long time ago, acrylic gesso. But the thing is, you're supposed to like lock it when you close it. You're supposed to like close it really hard or something like that. And for me, I just opened it and then closed it until I couldn't anymore. I didn't use any tools to close it. And when I opened it about like a week or two after opening it and it wasn't closed all the way, it turned yellow. And what I ended up doing was I ended up just pouring water in it to make it back to gesso. So I'm just gonna open this up and see if it's going to actually be paint. So I'm scared.
I'm Coyote Peterson and I'm about to enter the sting zone with the Tarantula Hawk. Go for it. 1, 2. Here we go. 3.
Bro! Wait, hold on. Wait, it's just like, can you even see it? Like, oh nah, oh no. No, yeah, this is not good paint anymore. Alright, I just want to say that looking back at this footage, I just realized that I full on outed myself, because tell me why there is a pizza box from Costco, there is a pizza box from another restaurant, there's a box of donuts, and then right next to it there's also a box of Angela's Burgers with a box of Cheerios. How to call myself fat without calling myself fat. You will be missed. After I threw that gesso away, I then decided to finally paint it with another gesso I had, and a way to tell if your whole canvas is filled is just check out the sun glare, and it will show you some parts where you missed and the parts that you did not. Once it was all dry, I then decided that I could finally go outside and sand it down just to make it a little bit smoother. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and ask ChatGPT right now. I'm going to just ask it, so give me a description of a woman's, spelled it wrong, of a woman's face. She held a quiet elegance framed by soft waves of dark hair that fell just below her jawline. High cheekbones cast gentle shadows in the evening light, and her skin bore a warm, natural glow, like porcelain touched by sunlight. Her eyes, deep set, expressive, were the color of rich earth, thoughtful with a glint of curiosity. That's rich earth. Fine brows arched delicately above them, giving her a look of quiet intensity. A slight knowing smile played on her full lips, suggesting both kindness and mystery. A faint dimple appeared when she smiled, fully rare but unforgettable. So I think I can work from this. I'm not going to be using any references. The only reference I'm going to use is what I have on here. And also I'm going to be using a past one that I did. I'm just going to solemnly, I'm just going to be looking at this. I'm not going to be looking at anything else, and let's see what we can do. Okay, literally, where's my pencil? Where's my jewel? Gotta have the music on. You know what this character is reminding me of? She's reminding me now of Life is Strange. Alright, voiceover time. I just wanted to say now for this part, it looks bad at first. I'm gonna be honest, it does look kind of bad, but I will say trust the process, because in a little bit, it's gonna transform from this into this. Once I kind of almost finished the left side, I was honestly really happy at this point. I thought I was eating, I thought it was going really well. And then it just started going downhill once I did the right side. At this point, I just decided to just quickly paint in the eyebrows, as well as just finish painting in the hair so I can at least have a base for it. So then later on I can just paint the details on top. Okay, so after I finished painting the hair, I just was looking at this and the eye was not looking good at all. I don't know what I did to it. So I ended up taking a picture of it to see how I can fix it. And then I realized I was painting Rachel Zegler. And then because I kind of messed up for the face, I then started to just map out how I wanted to fix it instead. So after I painted the white paint on top, I then just started sketching it out loosely with some diluted paint. And I think it was honestly a really good idea because I was able to just fix it all together. I think I made her face just way too wide in the beginning. So just with this, it was able to fix it by itself little by little, and yeah. As we move on forward, I finally then started to do the lips. Before I just had a base color down for it, but here I finally was able to just move in and start actually painting it in. And I'm pretty sure all this recording ahead was all done in the same day. I was just sick and tired of having the painting just sitting there and I wasn't doing anything with it. And I even felt like giving up at one point because it just wasn't getting to where I wanted it to go. But then I forced myself to be like, hey, you know what? Just sit down, just paint. Let's just see what we can do. And that's what we were able to do. We just kept on moving forward. I don't know what's annoying me more, this neck or the forehead. I think I'm gonna just start doing the forehead because this I could do later. The forehead is just making me mad. I need to do this. And annoyed I was because I just did not like how it was looking. I'm used to having an actual photo with me to see what I'm painting so I can be mostly accurate. But again, I was not using a photo at all, so I just had to be going from top of my head or from the photo of the AI already. I already knew from the beginning that I wanted to do a little bit of texture for her hair. I didn't want to be just full on straight, so I tried to make it a little bit wavy. At first I tried to use a very thin brush that I used to do for my other paintings, but then after I quickly left that because I knew it was going to take forever. So I just decided to just use a bigger brush, and once I was finished with that, I then finally moved on to the eye. And you can see later on that I realized I had the eye a little bit more upwards rather than on the same level as the left eye, which killed it in the process. And then because it was only one layer, I only wanted to do one layer for it. It was just not looking right. But once I add eyelashes and then I fix the eyebrows, promise it looked good.
Bombastic.
You know, I do not want to do this version. You know, yes! I think I had my fun with it and we're all done. But we still have one last thing to do, which is to look at ChatGPT and to see if it was close to the actual artwork. So I had it copy and pasted, create an image using this description. So we all know while it loads, this is going to be the actual image that I created. And let's see if I was somewhat close. I'm gonna be really mad if it's not even recording because
I'm talking to the phone and I can't even see it.
Okay. Okay! I got the hair somewhat close. Dang it, I thought it was gonna be a front view. I got the same lip color, there you go, that's something. Alright, so there we go, I finally had the image created after, you know, I started painting this I think like 2 weeks ago, and I told myself I was just gonna paint it in one day, something small and easy. But for the end, I mean, I'm probably gonna paint over this and use this for something else because I'm not gonna waste a canvas, and I'm not gonna put this up in my room somewhere, I would rather die. So, there we have it. In the end though, I will say though, it was a fun experience. It was something new. I've been thinking about doing this for a while, so I'm glad that I finally brought myself to actually do it after about a month. And I know I haven't literally posted anything on YouTube for like a while now, but I'm hoping to get back into it. I already have some more YouTube videos, YouTube ideas in mind that I want to try out. But in the meantime, thank you guys for watching. I had a lot of fun and hopefully you guys had fun enjoying me suffer. I don't know how to close out. I'm just gonna go like, bye.